Germany's election signals a shift away from U.S. influence. The German federal election delivered a decisive victory for Friedrich Merz's CDU-CSU coalition, which secured 28 to 29% of the vote, while the far-right AfD won 20 to 21%. This outcome marks a rebuke to U.S. figures like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and JD Vance, who had backed the AfD in an effort to shift Germany towards nationalist, anti-EU policies. Merz's vision, European independence over U.S. reliance. In his victory speech, Merz rejected the AfD's far-right agenda, vowing to make such a party unnecessary in German politics. He stressed that Europe must strengthen itself independently, criticizing Washington's interventions and emphasizing the need to reduce reliance on the United States for security and economic stability. Merz also questioned NATO's future, arguing that Europe must build its own defense capabilities instead of depending on American support, especially after Trump's statements suggesting the U.S. might not protect NATO allies who failed to meet the 2% GDP defense spending target. Trump's influence and AfD's defeat. For months, the Trump camp actively supported the AfD, portraying it as a solution to Germany's economic stagnation and establishment failures. Elon Musk publicly endorsed the party, calling it Germany's last spark of hope, and urging Germans to reject multiculturalism and historical guilt. Despite this support, German voters rejected the AfD's vision, opting for a moderate, pro-European government instead. This election underscores a shift away from Trump-style politics and a renewed commitment to a united Europe rather than a nationalist agenda. Economic and trade conflicts with the U.S. Germany's relationship with the U.S. has become increasingly strained due to Trump's aggressive trade policies, including 1. Threats to impose tariffs on European imports unless the EU reduces its trade surplus. 2. A proposed 25% tariff on foreign auto imports aimed at reshoring manufacturing. 3. A dismissive stance on European security, with Trump stating he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want if NATO members fail to meet defense spending targets. Merz responded by warning that the U.S. is no longer a steadfast partner and that Germany must focus on self-reliance rather than hoping for American support. The AfD's radical proposals. Despite its gains, the AfD's platform remains controversial, advocating for 1. Dexit, Germany's exit from the EU and reintroduction of a national currency. 2. Mass deportations and stricter immigration policies. 3. Rebuilding trade relations with Russia, including reopening the Nord Stream pipeline. 4. Opposition to renewable energy expansion and a return to traditional energy sources. Economists warn that a German exit from the EU could shrink the economy by 10% and severely damage the European financial system. Additionally, tax cuts proposed by the AfD could lead to budget deficits, raising concerns about public services and infrastructure. A shifting U.S.-Germany relationship. Historically, Germany and the U.S. have maintained strong economic and security ties, but tensions have grown under Trump's leadership. His administration's America First policies clashed with Germany's multilateral approach, causing friction in trade, defense, and climate policies. With Merz's government signaling a push for European autonomy, the coming months will determine whether this shift leads to a transatlantic realignment or if the historical U.S.-Germany alliance can withstand these changes. What is clear is that Germany is charting a path less dependent on the U.S., marking a significant turning point in European politics.